Okay, so I want to show you how to go about tracking a one pot wonder. Um, Basically, if you're doing any sort of meal prep and you want to cook something in a pot that you're going to portion out over a few meals over the week, this is how you go about doing it. So the example I'm going to use is I'm going to make a chili con carne. It's something that I would make weekly, and it would do me a couple of meals over the space of the week. But what we're going to do is we're going to track all the ingredients together, so every single thing that goes into that pot gets tracked and measured, and then it gets portioned out. So we're going to go to add food, then we're going to go to the add symbol at the top right, and we're going to go to create a recipe. We're going to enter the ingredients manually, and we need to make the name, so chili con carne. And let's say I'm going to have this spaced over, let's say 5 meals, okay? So I'm going to, like I said before, I'm going to track everything that goes into the pot, and at the end of this process, the app will divide all the ingredients, all the calories and macros and stuff by 5 to create it's worth. So we'll go to next. We're going to start by adding the ingredients, and I use chopped tomatoes. So we're going to use a barcode scanner. So you'll notice 400 grams, 10. Okay. Now, the serving size here is a half a can. I'm going to use the whole can. So we're going to change the serving size to 1 can. Save that. Okay, so it'll be very, very easy for someone to just scan that, use the whole tin and hit the tick up in the right hand corner, and automatically you have tracked half of the calories that you should be tracking. So just make sure that when you scan things, you do check the serving size and you check the amount of grams and stuff that is on the tin before you track it. So we'll hit the tick up in the top right, and we're going to hit the add button to add another ingredient. So we're going to add red kidney beans here in water. So this tin is 400 grams and 240 grams whenever you drain the water out of it. So we'll scan that, and we want to record the drained weight. So it's 240 grams. We can change the serving size here. We can change this to 1 gram and say we had 240 servings, or we can keep the 100 grams there and say we had 2.4 servings. Okay. We're going to hit the tick up in the top here. We're going to add another ingredient, and I use 5% lean beef from Tesco's. So Tesco 5% lean beef and search. Okay, and I think it's like a 500 gram tub that I usually use. So here 100 grams is the serving size, and we're going to use the whole tub, so we're going to change that to 5 and save. Okay, use the tick to add that, and I'm going to cook along with this rice that will be portioned out into each Tupperware box as well. So I'm going to try and keep it as even as possible. So again, I'm going to include that in the recipe. We're going to add the ingredient. We're going to use the barcode scanner for the rice, and we are going to weigh out 200 grams of dry rice, and that will be portioned out. So we're going to change the serving size, 100 grams, we're going to change that to 2 to make 200 grams, and add that ingredient. Okay, so we're going to hit next. I mean, you could put in peppers, onions, all those kinds of things. Whatever you're going to put into it, you need to weigh and track and make sure that the serving size is correct before you log it. And like I said, we're logging everything that goes into that pot. So we'll hit next. And there we go. So chili con carne, servings 5. And the calories are, according to what I've logged so far, is 331 calories a serving. So everything isn't going to be exact. You may get some more in one Tupperware than you would in another. If the food is just for yourself, I mean, you're going to eat it by the end of the week anyway, so you'll get all of those calories and you'll get all those proteins over the space of the week at least. And if not, at least it's just a more accurate way of trying to find out how many calories and protein and stuff is actually in each portion, rather than just guessing, or instead of having to weigh everything each meal. Just makes things a wee bit easier. So we're going to hit save, and we are going to hit add to diary, and we're going to hit the tick button to add that. And that's how you go about tracking a one pot wonder.